Hello and welcome back. This is my Minecraft episode 2 of my Minecraft Xbox Edition SkyBlock. Um, Here, just kind of checking things out to see where I'm at. I'm just trying to figure out, what do I want to do from here. I definitely want to get this grass down and laid out because, as you can see, I'm running low on hunger, and I need to start thinking about food. And I'm hoping that if I get the grass spread out, I'll be able to have some animals spawn in. So that's a concern. Also, hopefully get some crops or something planted so I can eat. And I think that's about it. So, just trying to get my tools and everything I need. I can't remember if I'm able to use the hoe to like crop the grass. Do seeds come out of it that way as well, or do I have to have grass blocks? And I'm pretty sure I need grass blocks. So, but I can't remember, so I'm still testing it. But if I am unable to grow grass, I might have to drop some seeds in just because I don't have any seeds. So, but anyways, here we are. We're back. I'm trying to figure out how I want to lay the grass. So I basically just end up extending the sidewalk, or excuse me, extending the brick ground, and I figured I can just lay the sand right in the center there, and that way I'll have some edges on the outside to walk on and not be so tight. So, and I prefer to have a base underneath my crops just in case I accidentally dig through anything like that. So that's why I'm going to try and build that bottom layer and set up a base and then build anything I want on top of that. So that's the goal. So that's what I'm working towards. So we'll see how it works out. All right, so right here I'm looking into my chest and I'm trying to find out what do I have as far as crops that I can grow. And I'm looking back and I'm thinking, all right, all I have is pumpkin seeds. You can't eat pumpkin seeds. But I just decided to stick them in the ground and we'll see what happens. Okay, so now I'm sprinting back up to my chest and I'm looking and I'm like, all right, my hunger's getting low and I need food. So I'm trying to figure what can I do with sugar cane. I have a melon slice, but I can't do anything with that. So now I'm trying to figure something out and try and get a game plan together. And I'm looking back at this block of dirt and I'm just thinking, I can't put the melon directly in the dirt. I need seeds to grow watermelon. So what can I do? So I'm still trying to figure a plan out. I'm still trying to put something together. I know I have 2 mushrooms, and I can make mushroom soup, but I need those mushrooms because those are the only mushrooms I have, and I need to at least grow them or something. So now I'm just kind of scraping the grass. Hopefully I can get some seeds. And like I said at the beginning, I couldn't remember if you can scrape up grass blocks like this and seeds pop out, which I'm pretty sure they do, or do you have to have the grass, the tall grass patches? So I'm going to keep trying this method. Hopefully it works, but I don't know. Okay, so I go back to my chest. I'm looking again. I say, all I have these mushrooms. I need to eat. My hunger's almost down to half a bar. So I have to eat the mushrooms. And I think, all right, well, let's do giant mushrooms. So I grab a mushroom and just grab some of my bone meal, or bone marrow, whatever it's called. And I say, all right, we'll try a giant mushroom. We'll see if that can at least get me a decent amount of mushrooms. And then that way I can at least have some soup or something to eat. So I have a game plan. As you can see, I basically checkered the whole upper area just to try and get some seeds to pop out, but nothing. So, like I said, I don't know if that works or not. I'm going to keep testing it out, but I mean, I'm not sure if it works. So, my next plan is the mushroom. This is what I'm putting all my seeds in. Hopefully, it just takes one, and it works. I get a huge mushroom, which is great because sometimes it takes 2 and even 3 shots of bone meal. Just like to grow trees sometimes. So I ended up lucking out and getting it on one try. So hopefully I can get some mushrooms. And as you can see, I already got my return. I got my mushroom back. So now I've already gotten my return on investment. So I'm sitting pretty. Okay, so now you can see I'm walking around collecting my mushrooms, and I've turned 1 mushroom into 15 so far. 17, 18. So I turned 1 mushroom into 18 mushrooms. So that was a win. So I am Pretty excited about that. So hopefully I can do the same thing with this next mushroom. Okay, so we're trying with the next mushroom. Hopefully we can get it in one shot. Alright, so we get the same result. Not as big as the last one, but I will take it. We should at least get a decent amount of mushrooms out of this, I'm hoping. And then we should have enough for mushroom soup. So after fast forwarding through, as you can see, we only got 7 mushrooms from that versus the 17 from the first one. I'm not complaining, but it kind of sucks. But so we at least have enough for 7 bowls. So that's a good start. My hunger is now down to, I think, 5 bars or 6. Excuse me, 5 or 4. So that was huge. So now just getting the bowl together, and we're gonna have some mushroom stew, and hopefully this holds us out until we can figure something else out. Because, like I said, without animals or crops, this is gonna be interesting. So we'll see what happens. Okay, just trying to organize my inventory a little bit now, but I'm going to have 1 bowl, and I'm going to try and ration my soup and just work it that way. And luckily, I mean, it takes me up to only down 2 hungers, so as long as I don't injure myself, because I'm not able to recover any hearts, I should be fine. I mean, as long as we don't have any mobs or anything spawn on my little island, I'll be okay. So I'm just going to keep 1 bowl on me just in case something pops up. But now we're out of danger, so... I'm not too concerned about food now. I have a couple bowls left in my chest, and I have more than enough mushrooms to make another couple bowls, so I'm all set. Okay, so now that I've eaten and food is no longer an issue, I decide to focus on moving my sand down to just kind of spread it out so that way I can have more real estate and more land. So that's the goal now, just to move my sand blocks and get everything set up down below, so that way hopefully some animals will spawn in up here with me as well. As you can see, I have my little stairway going down because I'm trying to keep the grass, because I'm pretty sure you must have grass for animals to spawn on. So now I'm just expanding my stairway so the grass will grow quicker, and then just connecting it to the rest of it, and that way I should have a nice grassy area for my animals to spawn in on. Okay, so now just cleaning up the rest of the dirt, and as you can see here, I ended up losing, I think, a couple of pieces actually, so that sucked, but at least I didn't fall off. So I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious and collect all the pieces that come down. I definitely should have expanded a little bit more, but in essence of time, I was just like, I don't feel like doing that side just yet. Plus, because I had to make more cobblestone, I didn't have my cobblestone generator set up, so it was just all about collecting as much sand as I could. So, okay, so now that I've collected a good amount of sand, I am going to now start connecting it all together now, laying more blocks. So just building upon this platform and expanding everything, making my grass bridge a little bit wider so it grows faster, and it's looking pretty good. It's not looking bad at all. Okay, so I've laid the final bit of touches down to the bottom, and now I'm going to try and clean up some of this grass up here. I'm not going to take it all just because I'm leaving a little patch there so I can reach that tree, that ridiculous tree from the last episode. I need that patch there to kind of build upon and expand on, so I'm going to leave those couple of pieces there just so I can build up to that tree so I can collect the rest of the wood. Excuse me, but I'm going to clean up the rest of this back area here. So just getting an axe for the tree and to chop up my crafting bench so I can move all that stuff down and continue to take the rest of the sand away so we can continue to expand our SkyBlock island. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm getting ready to move my crafting bench, and it bounces off the back side and falls off the side of the map. So I lose my crafting bench. I'm not too upset about that because I got 2 saplings and I still got a ton of wood up there that I need to collect anyway, so I'll just rebuild another one. But I'm not going to lose this chest, so I make sure I get extremely close to it and grab the chest, and I don't want to lose this furnace either, so I make sure I collect those, make sure there's nothing in there first, and then collect these items. And we're off. Okay, so now to focus on this tree. It was a great tree. I mean, it was huge. it gave tons of wood, but this thing, I mean, this felt like I was risking my life to get it just because my base wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I was a little nervous about climbing up here and falling and trying to collect wood. So, you know, yeah, this is a good tree to have, but then I was also thinking it sucked because it was so big, you know, just to try and collect everything and knock all the leaves down so I can get saplings and the wood and apples, as you saw, that fell out. But in the end, this tree ends up paying off huge with all the goodies that it gives. So as you can see here, we're building down and just collecting all the stuff from the tree. So, I mean, I had a couple of apples sitting there, a couple of saplings sitting there, blocks of wood down here, more saplings. I mean, all in all, I want to say I got at least like 15 or 16 saplings from this one tree. I've gotten like, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 4 apples from the tree. So it paid out huge. And stuff is still falling from the leaves because all I did was just knock all the wood down so the leaves will die out slowly. But I mean, yeah, this tree definitely paid off. So I am set as far as saplings and trees. So I just need to focus on expanding my base now and laying more grass and dirt. So okay, so I've laid all the last bit of stone that I've had. So now I need to focus on getting my cobblestone generator back in order and back operational. And as you can see here, we're still collecting apples and saplings. So that tree is still paying off, but I need to get my cobblestone generator back in place. So that's what I'm going to focus on now. I'm going to clean up the rest of this, but then I'm going to focus on my cobblestone generator so we can get some more stone to continue to build the platform for our SkyBlock world. Okay, so now we're just expanding this a little bit more because we're going to lay the cobblestone generator in this area. I mean, I'm looking around. I mean, I just can't really find any good place to put it right now. So, and this has the setup that I basically need. I need it to be able to, so I can dig down one. So I'm just going to build it right here. And just try not to mess it up. This is a huge moment right now because I'm trying to remember how many blocks in between that I need, and if I mess this up, this could basically end the game, because with a block of obsidian, that means no more stone, which equals no more building. So I'm effectively stuck where I am. So now I'm just trying to remember it and trying to make sure I get it right. Okay, so now I'm just kind of running through it, mental check in my head, and I'm trying to count the blocks in my head. What do I need? Space-wise is good, and I need to extend it by 1. So I push it out, not too comfortable with being that close to the edge, just because I don't want to lose any sand. But this is what I have to do, so let's push forward. Okay, so here it is. I think I have it just about complete. So here's the moment of truth. I'm laying down the lava, sprinting over to grab the water, and this could be it. This could be the game. I'm gonna test it out. I don't like the way that lava's flowing, but I'm gonna test it out to see, and we'll see what happens.